Okay, just now, I remember there's one question about repeat until. So, it means that the code is being repeated, the code inside the body is being repeated again and again until the condition is true, right? So, one way we can control the repeat is the use of Sentinel, S-E-N-T-I-N-E-L, Sentinel. What is Sentinel? Now, have you looked at some examples like, please enter a number, key in end to end, the loop, or type Z to stop the program. Type Z to stop the program, or press Ctrl Q to stop the program. Ctrl Q, Z, type in negative numbers to stop the program. These are sentinels. Condition to stop. Sentinels are conditioned to stop. So in the following example, I want to show you a program that will keep asking for an integer, and every time it asks for an integer, it adds it to the total. Eventually, it will display the total. When does it stop? When I want it to stop, right? When the user wants it to stop. But I must enter a certain number to stop it, isn't it? So let's say I choose 0, because there's no point for me to add 0, right? Not? So I choose 0 as a condition to stop. But any integer, positive, negative, the program will take it and will add it to the total. Agree or not? So we agree that 0 will be the sentinel. So let's look at the program. Okay. So I'm using Eclipse here, but it works the same for Visual Studio because the C++ language is standard. Enzyme C++ is standard. So I'm going to create a new project. I'm choosing a C++ project. Oh, okay, I'm not going to use this one. Sorry. File. I don't want to use automatic things. I will choose C or C++ project. C++ project. Okay. I'm going to choose an empty project. Sorry, I'm going to choose a hello world project. After that, I'm going to clear up the code. If I choose an empty project, it gives me nothing. It gives me, if I choose a hello world project, it gives me some code already. I just have to modify the code. So I need to use a compiler. Now in my machine, I have 3 compilers there: Cross GCC, Sigwin GCC, and Min GW GCC. Now yours may be different, yeah. So I choose to use Sigwin. Where Sigwin usually runs, and I'm going to name it Keep Totaling. I call my project Keep Totaling. I click Finish. So now these are what we call commands. Yeah, anything with double slash means commands. They are just remarks. For me, I want to remove them to make the code look briefer. So just to make sure that it's running, right? You probably want to just do it once. Just make sure the code is already running before you make a modification. Okay, then run. Build first, then you run. Hit finish. Okay, hello world. So it's running. So I know my program is already running, right? Then I make a modification. This is what we will do all the time, especially when you're trying out on a new platform. You want to make sure hello world is working first. So now I will ask the user to key in. Please enter an integer 0 to stop. So you see the sentinel is 0. The sentinel here is 0. Yeah? So I will see in the value, right? Now, you see, I need a variable. Anything anytime I want to process the data, I need a variable. So now I realize that I need a variable for a number. I also need a variable for total, right? And I better initialize it with 0. Yeah, I'll initialize it with 0. I can also initialize num with 0. Okay, it's a good practice to initialize everything to 0 first. Then, what will I do is, I will add the number to total. Agree or not? Yeah? So, if I want to keep on adding, I have to repeat this again and again, right? I have to repeat this again and again, many times, right? This is when I want to use repetition. I want to use loop, right? So in this case, do I want to ask for input first, or do I want to test first? Test. I want to test first, right? No, I want to ask for input first. I need to get a number first before I can test on the number, isn't it? So I will use do while loop. I will use do while loop. Agree or not? I ask first, then only I test. So in this case, while now is not 0. Agree or not? While now is not 0, keep repeating whatever that is inside the body. Yeah? Keep repeating whatever that's inside the body. Now, what do I need to repeat? Of course, after I add, I have to ask for another value, isn't it? So I have to repeat again. Now, does it make sense or not? Why the code is written this way? Okay, my apology, I cannot make the screen larger already. This is the largest it goes. Alright? Makes sense, right? First I have to ask for input. Yeah? So in this case, I'm testing first. Then only I add. Alright? This is while loop, yeah? If I'm going to make it do while loop, I can okay, I can do like this. I'm going to use do while loop. I just quickly show one do while loop. Do. Okay, I can do like this. If I want to process first. Yeah, I have to process first, then only I test. But if I choose the previous method just now, I have to see out, see in twice. Correct or not? I have to see out, see in, then while correct, I add, then I have to see out, see in again inside the loop. If I use while loop, but if I use do while loop, I need to ask, I have to see out, see in only once, test, and repeat again. Yeah? Okay, so let's try whether this works or not. Why there's so many times? Do wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. So let's try this. Whether it works or not. So I will build on. Okay, please enter integer. I will enter 3, 2, 1. So see what I get. 6 or not. 3, 2, 1. I have to enter 0, right? Because you will not stop asking me, isn't it? Enter 0. Total 6. Alright? So, okay, let me repeat again. Please enter integer. Let's say 83, 78, negative 6, 9, 6, 8. If I want to stop, enter the Sentinel, which is 0. Total is 180. So this is an example of how you can use do while loop. So I will also share this code later on Ulearn, yeah? I will copy and share on Ulearn. You can try it out on your own to see whether it works correctly or not. So today I have covered all the concepts that you need to know in chapter 3 and 4. Yeah? And I have shown one example live, and just now 2, 3 examples on the whiteboard. Of course, if you have copied the code, then you can try on your own. Yeah?